the people who in whose family there was this marriage, they used to have a cat in their house. There was a cat which they had, and this cat was again and again coming in front of that havan we have, no, that like fire havan, जिसके आजू बाजू वो वर और वधु घूमते हैं शादी में. So this cat was again and again coming and disturbing that Havan and that Pujari. So that Pujari became very much disturbed that like this cat is coming again and again. So what he said, he told the people who were in that house to bring a basket and okay, so Sujay has just now joined. Okay, still I'll continue. He will get the context. So that Pujari, what he did, he told the family people that you bring a basket and you put that cat in that basket. You cover the cat with that basket so that it cannot disturb the marriage ceremony. So people did that. Then after a few years, there was once more one marriage in that same family. So everything was done. सब कुछ तैयारी वारी सब कर लिया था अच्छे से. So marriage was going on. In between, there was one family member who thought कुछ तो मिसिंग लग रहा है, कुछ तो मिसिंग लग रहा है, सब कुछ है बट स्टिल आई एम फीलिंग देयर इज समथिंग लैकिंग इन दिस मैरिज सेरेमनी. So he thought and then finally he came up with this like he recollected कि हाँ वो उस टाइम जो मैरिज हुई थी उसमें हमने कैट को बास्केट के अंदर रखा था, एक्चुअली बास्केट को कैट के ऊपर रखा था. So he said हाँ अभी मेरे को समझा कि क्यों ऐसा हो रहा था प्रॉब्लम, why this marriage is not going on smoothly. So what he did, he instructed the other family members कि एक काम करो, कहीं से भी पूरे विजय में कहीं से भी आप एक कैट ढूंढ कर लाओ, एक बिल्ली चाहिए हमें, बिल्ली के बिना शादी संपन्न नहीं होगी. We want a बिल्ली and you put that बिल्ली and you put a basket over that बिल्ली, then only this marriage will go on. So people followed that. So was that cat a part of the ceremony? No, right? That cat was not at all a part of that ceremony. But because those people, that specifically that one person, he was just blindly following the ritual. He just remembered that something was like this, and then he just blindly followed. So because of that, they had to do so much endeavor of bringing a cat and then putting a basket over that, which was useless actually. So similarly, if we just blindly follow the rituals, if we don't go to the understanding why we should do that, then it is useless. It is of no use. So that is the other extreme. One extreme is that we try to understand everything in this universe using only science, which we have studied in our college and school. Another extreme which is also wrong is that we just be like ritualistic. We don't put our brain, we just follow क्योंकि पहले के लोग follow करते थे, right? So but why, but you all who are attending this course, you all are special people because you want to like uh, get above these both the mentalities, because the very fact that you have registered for this course and you are attending this session, that itself means that you want to scientifically understand about spirituality, so that you get perfection in your knowledge. So that's why we are keeping this whole spiritual science course. So that was a short overview. So knowing all these things, we'll start today's session, the mastermind behind mysterious universe. And I'm sure you'll really like this session, this whole course, but only if you are very alert in hearing, and most important, you ask questions. Many times people think that spirituality means no questions. जो बोल रहा है, जो बोला जा रहा है, सुनो बस उसको follow करो. No, but it's not like that. When we are wanting to become like spiritual scientists, then we should ask questions. मैं कुछ भी बोलूँ ना इस session में, you challenge it in your mind. Whatever I say, you challenge it in your mind, and if you feel right, if you get the answers in your mind, then okay. Otherwise, if you don't get the answers, always feel free to write in the chat box. The more you ask questions, the more this session will go deep inside you. So that's why it is very important to ask questions. And I'll also feel very encouraged that you all are thinking about whatever we are discussing. So it is my request that you please ask questions, whatever doubts you have. But one thing is there that in between, I'll be taking some activities also. So my request is that when you're having any question, for that time you just hold on. I'll be giving you some time after 12:15. Today will go till 12:15. Of After 12:15, we will be having question answer session. So you put your questions. You start putting your questions at 12:15. I'll remind you also at 12:15. Also, I'll remind you that now you can put questions. Whatever questions you have, you can put on chat box. So now we'll start with today's topic. Acha, first of all, is it okay if I speak in English? Is everyone okay with English, or you want me to speak in Hindi, or mix bhi chalega? So please respond to this question so that I can deliver the best to you. Okay, mix. So he is saying mix. Okay. What about others? Rahul is also saying mix. Okay, good. My screen is visible, no? I have shared the screen. Okay, okay, nice. ठीक है, so majority have got the response as mixed. ठीक है. So this session is Mastermind behind Mysterious Universe. So before starting this PPT, I'll tell one very interesting incident which happened with a very renowned scientist of our times, that is Sir Isaac Newton. I don't feel anyone might have not heard about him. He's a very famous scientist. So one thing we might not have heard, that he was, even though he was a scientist, he was not atheistic. He was a theistic scientist. In fact, we'll see ahead that majority of our big scientists now, we call them giants. Like I had read one book on science, which was written standing on the shoulder of giants. So all these Isaac Newton, Heisenberg, Einstein, all these are like giants of scientific community, and majority of them you'll find that, we'll see ahead, that all of them, they knew that there is something beyond this world. There is some supreme controller of this world. So once what happened, there was one, like he had made a one very beautiful model of the solar system, जिसको हम ऐसे थोड़ा कहीं से भी घुमाएंगे तो पूरा एक सोलर सिस्टम, एक गियर का अगर हमने थोड़ा घुमाया तो द होल प्लैनेट्स वगैरह एवरीवन एवरी all of them, they revolve around the central globe, which is sun. So he had made this solar system, very nice model, and he had invited one of his friends to see that model. So that friend came, and this Newton, he showed him that I have made this solar system. So then the friend asked, "Wow, really amazing! It's so nice. How can you make it so perfectly?" Isaac Newton said, "Who told you I made it? I didn't made it. I didn't make it." So that person asked, "Then who made it?" Then Newton said, "Nobody made it. It just came by chance. Today I just got up and I saw that it was lying there. It just came by itself. This whole solar system model, it just came by itself." तो उसका जो दोस्त था वो बोला कि क्या यार, देखो सुबह सुबह मैं ही मिला क्या मजाक करने के लिए, कुछ भी क्या, ऐसे थोड़ी होता है. So Newton said, no, no, you believe me. I am saying now that it came by itself. I didn't make it. How can I make such an elaborate model? So then this friend said, no, no, you tell me. Don't hide it from me, please. So then Isaac Newton said, okay, okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you the reality, how I came. It didn't come by chance. What happened? I had this one box which was lying on the porch, what we call porch, na? It was lying, suppose, on a table, and by mistake yesterday while having dinner, by mistake it fell off on the ground. So this box, it just fell off from the table on the ground, and it just broke open. And what I saw that this box exploded, and I saw this model. From that box I saw this model. By the explosion of that box, this model manifested. So now this his friend was really angry with him, very irritated. He said that you are just bluffing with me. So Newton said, why can't it come? This whole universe, everything, whatever we are seeing around, everything came by chance. And some people say everything came by just some explosion, which we call as Big Bang. So the whole universe can come like that. Why can't a simple model of solar system, right? So it's something we really need to think about. We see so many things in our life, even such a simple thing as a needle. You all must be knowing needle. Even such a simple thing as a needle, it needs some company, a big industrial unit to produce a single needle, or if we say a matchstick, it's a big industry. Such a simple thing as matchstick, it needs some organization, some industry to produce it. And on the other hand, we say this whole universe came by itself with so much complexity. We'll see ahead. So that was a kind of preview, but really we need to think about all these things. We should think actually. So now we'll continue ahead. So this is the essence, the summary of the entire session. By observing the world around us scientifically, we can see the hand of a supreme intelligent designer. These are some points which we'll be covering. Okay. So this is the situation of all of us. We are thinking that who creates and maintains this beautiful and harmonious universe. Yeah, so these all also will be covering. A, B, C, D, E, F. A for artistry, B for beautiful organization, C for creation, D for design, E for energy, F for flawless laws. You'll see ahead what all are these things. So first is A for artistry. So you all can see some very nice paintings on this screen. Very beautiful paintings, and the artists who have made this painting. So can you all kindly type in the chat box which one you like the most, which painting you found your favorite one out of these? As far as I am concerned, I like this one very much. This Von Gerard painting by Von Gerard. I liked it very much. What about you? Am I audible? Okay, so Sujay is with me. Von Gerard, he likes. What about others? Rahul, Suraj, Vineet. Von Gerard. Wow, my team is increasing. Who is this 7R50F? Can you just type your name in the chat box? 7R50F504F. This is the device name, but who is the person? 7R504F. Can you kindly type your name so that I come to know who are you? It will be more personal than writing the like device name. Okay, ठीक है. So I think ठीक है. Still, we'll continue. Okay, good. So Von Gerard gets the majority. Good. Thank you. So if we see here, then all these photos, very beautiful photos, they need some artist to draw them. If I just tell you that all these things, all these paintings are made by themselves, they just self-manifested, will you believe me? Nobody will believe me. So now, what to speak of these paintings? These paintings were made imitating these beauties of nature, right? So when we can't say that these paintings could come by themselves, how can we say that all these beautiful sceneries, landscape, big mountains, oceans, trees, waterfalls, so many beautiful flowers, it just came by themselves. It just came by chance, right? So whenever we see that there is some beautiful thing, there needs to be some intelligence behind, some intelligence, some artistic mind behind those artistic things. So who made all these? Just a second, I got a message on chat box. Yeah, correct, true. Now we'll see ahead. Yeah, there's one very beautiful video. It's just very beautiful waterfall. I'll share it you, like we have our team on this also, WhatsApp also. So some videos I'll show you, some videos we'll just put on the WhatsApp group so you can see from there. So who is the artist? Yeah, so now I need your help to figure out what all we need to make a paper rose. So can you all contribute what all we need if I have to make a paper rose? अगर मुझे एक पेपर का रोज बनाना है तो मुझे उसके लिए क्या क्या लगेगा? Of course, many of you might not have made such a thing, but at least you might be knowing. Paper, correct, paper, glue, cutter. What else? I want like the most important hand, correct, very close to what I wanted as an answer. Correct, hand is very important. What else? Okay, just I'll wait for. Okay, so Rahul has got to the point. he uh, he came to the conclusion. Correct. So we need paper, we need colored papers, we need glue, we need even scissor, we need so many things to make a rose flower. But out of, if you just bring all those things, if you just bring a paper, glue, cutter, everything, and you just keep it, will the rose come by itself by all these things? No. But you need a person to make them. That is the most important part of the whole procedure, that there should be a person to make that. So now just imagine this simple paper rose which doesn't even have its own fragrance. It doesn't even have its own fragrance. It doesn't even have its own delicateness. So all these things it doesn't have. Still, it needs some creative person to make. So, so we should really think that who has made this, right? So my answer to you is that this paper rose, it was made by suppose me, but this natural rose, it just came by chance, right? So it is not very logical to think like that. So correct. So now this this original flower, it has so much delicateness, biological complexity, fragrance, and it has beautiful shape. Each and every rose has unique shape. So there definitely has to be some artistic mind behind this thing. So artistry implies artist. Now next we'll discuss about beautiful organization. So these are some nice examples about different organizations we see in this world. Okay, I'll show you this one video quickly. Very interesting video of a spider. Just a second, I'm just configuring so that you all can see it. You all please write in the chat box whether you are able to hear it or not. Okay.
Mathematician spiders.
Is it audible? Okay, okay, good. Okay, so I'll play it. No, to Suja it is not audible. Okay. What about others? Vineet, Rahul. Acha, Rahul already said yes. Vineet, 7R504F. Was the video audible or not? Okay. Yeah, but it was audible to Rahul. So, Sujay, I think you can just check your. There is possibility that there might be some network issue. But video you were able to see, Sujay. You're able to see the video. Okay. So you can just check if you can just check. There is a possibility that there might be some issue with the audio device, because otherwise others would also not have been able to hear. Okay, so I'll play this.
Compared to their own sizes, spiders build very large webs. Indeed, if we enlarged a spider to the size of a human being, the length of the web it weaves would be approximately 150 meters, which corresponds to a 50-story skyscraper. Is it possible for a human being to weave a lacework the size of a 50-story skyscraper in only an hour? But a tiny spider accomplishes much more than that. Moreover, the spider-woven web is the sturdiest material in the world. How do spiders weave these webs possessing miraculous features? The spider takes into consideration many factors while weaving a web hundreds of times larger than its own size. This task demands at least some calculations essential in constructing a building. For the accomplishment of this work, first the spider must draw a project like an architect, for a construction of this size, design, and sturdiness cannot be accomplished without an architectural project. Once the project is drawn, the spider must calculate the lifting capacity of each part of the web like an engineer, otherwise the web cannot remain suspended. In order to design such a web and make such delicate calculations, the spider must be more qualified than a college graduate. Indeed, there is not a university that provides education to the offspring. Following their birth, they begin to produce silk.
Amazing video, right? That just to make the small web, just in a small web, there is so much intricacy involved while making it. And you could hear that one point he was saying that just to make this web, this spider, It needs to be more intellectually advanced than a college graduate also. So much intricacies is there, are there. Balancing and everything, the strength. So all these things need some details of intricacies. So we can see organization even at such low level, like small scale. Then these are some other examples. So here, see all this. You know about beavers. This last one, na, last slide which is there. This involves beavers. You can see some bhalu like people, bhalu like animals. So these are called beavers. So what they do is that they make dams in water. So all these examples, we saw examples of ant hill. We can see example of chatta, honeycomb, and we could see the example of web. So there are so many different organizations, but we can't say that there is any single organization, single organized thing, which doesn't have some conscious creator behind that, some conscious organizer behind that, right? We don't even find one example. So that means that beautiful, whenever there is beautiful organization, it implies an organizer. Likewise, we see wonderful things created by man, like car, sleek cars, not just cars, sleek cars. Someone manufactured it. Trendy computers, someone assembled it. Elegant watches, someone designed it. Architectural marvels, someone erected it. It's not that this just there was some explosion and this whole this monument it just came up by itself. I'm again repeating, I'm telling all these things, but in case you have any kind of doubts, always feel free to write in the chat box after 12:15 because it is an open forum. You want all of you to think about whatever I'm discussing. Skyscraper buildings, someone should have built it. I hope all of you know the personality, the great personality, respectable personality, Shivaji Maharaj. So, all respects to him. Uh, so, wonderful sculptures, someone has to carve them. So, when all these things need someone to design them, to carve them, to erect them, then what to speak of these things? We should understand that there is so much nice, beautiful organization in the whole universe. So, it really needs some creator behind that. So shouldn't this universe have a super intelligent creator too? We should really think about this. So creation should imply a creator. This was also been very nice video. I'll just show to you. Um, just hold on a minute. Yeah, so such a nice creation we live in. So from this we can understand that creation implies a creator. Just a second. Okay, see this meeting, it is going to get over in few minutes. So I'm really sorry. You all have to again rejoin. It's a bit it's a bit um, exertion on your part also. But what can we do? This they have this limit of 40 minutes. We are yet to upgrade this account, so that's why we have to face this difficulty. So my humble request to all of you is that please rejoin again. I'm again starting the meeting. So please do rejoin. It's going to get over. I'm disconnecting now. I'm reconnecting basically.